So you guys already know, anytime there's an opportunity for the family to make money, I'm going to let you guys know. And that's exactly what we're seeing right now. But you know what, guys? They're always trying to take you guys away from the bag. Take a look. The US stock market could be a little bit too optimistic. You see, I'm seeing a lot of this kind of stuff floating around. They're trying to put a dampener on the tone, on the market, trying to draw you guys' eyes away from the price. But you know what? In this video, I'm going to show you guys exactly what they don't want you to know. All right, so take a look. This is the market condition right now. And we are in touching distance of what we call an all-time high. So even though, guys, there's tons of this kind of information floating around, you got to understand, listen, corporate earnings are good, the tariff situation's under control, market sentiment is good. Nothing can derail the market train. So that being said, markets are about 1%, 1.5% away from an all-time high. Now look, that's a couple of cents here and there. But you guys know over here, we're all about making the big bucks. And the way we do that is by taking advantage of the options markets. Even though the markets are going to be moving 1.5%, guys, just off that small move, we are going to be making 100% in return. Now, some of you guys are asking, right, how do you do that? How do you achieve that, guys? We use what we call the options market, specifically call options. Because you remember, if we expect markets to go higher or prices to go higher, we want to take advantage of call options. And that is what this video is going to be about. I'm going to show you guys a couple of call options that we are looking at right now and that we may be getting prepared to take advantage of. So I've got a good one for you guys. Listen, if you're ready, I'm ready. So let's run the first play. We got Mara currently $16. Now, guys, it would be disrespectful not to start off with this one. Why? Because Mara is a play we run every single month without fail. This one has delivered banger after banger after banger. As a matter of fact, while I'm here, let me show you guys what it looked like the last time we ran the play on Mara. And this was about 2 weeks ago. All right. Pulled in a 60% in return, making $13,000 in profit. But you know what's better than that? The whole team over the Patreon were in this play with me and they knocked out the park. Right, so guys, listen, if you haven't already, I'm going to need you to hit the link down below, join the Patreon, join the team, so you know exactly when it is go time on these option trades. Listen, we've been on smoke this entire year and we aren't stopping that momentum. We are continuing right through to the back of the year and I would love to see you there. All right, let's get back to the plays. Currently $16. Now, guys, you know this video is going to be about the options market, but the work is done in the stock market on the charts and we take all of that over to the option market. So with that said, take a look on the week, started at 16, closing out the week at 16. But I want you guys to understand this has explosive potential behind it. All right, we are talking in the ranges of 18, 19, $20. Now, if you want to take advantage of that and make heaps of cash, it is call options that we want to be looking at. That being said, guys, let's flick over to the options chain and let me introduce you guys to the Mara options chain. Now, guys, we've had a lot of fun here this year and we're going to continue to have a lot of fun here. But take a look. Let's look at the June 20th options for some context and see what we are working with. Now, guys, you can see that these 1650s go for around $53. That gives you guys an idea of how much it costs to enter into a Mara option. You guys can see super cheap. All of you guys are $50 lying around. But before I get any further, I know some of you guys are new to the options market. I know some of you guys don't even have a brokerage account. So I want you guys to hit the link down below. It's going to allow you guys to open up your interactive brokers account so you guys can start joining us on these plays. Right. That being said, I want you guys to also understand that it's all about timing. All right. That is what makes the money in the options market. So even though I'm giving you guys the plays that we are looking at to take advantage of on the call option side, listen, it could be go time tomorrow. It could be go time next Thursday. It could be go time the following Wednesday, right? That's why it's important for you guys to be in the team so you know exactly when we are going to be striking on these option plays. But let me show you guys a beginner mistake when it comes to the options market, right? What they'll do is they'll typically scroll down the option chain. So they'll go into the ranges of, let's say, 18, 19, $20. Now you guys can see these 18 strike contracts for Mara on the call option side are going for $15. They'll continue scrolling. Look at the 19s going for 8 cents, right? $8. So what they do, what the beginners get wrong is they're drawn into what we call far out the money options that are super cheap. I don't want any of you guys to do that. Listen, the money is made at the money in the at the money options. So at the money options just means where the strike price is very similar to the stock price. That is around the 16.50 mark. Again, this is for context, guys. All right. That's where the money's going to be made. That's where you're going to be driving hundreds of %, all right, on your option plays. Okay. It's all about helping you guys understand the system, navigate the options market, and execute with perfection. All right. That being said, let's move to the next one, because it's not just Mara we're looking to take advantage of. It is also none other than Google. Now listen, Google is one of our power plays. What does that mean? It means we own the stock, but we also take advantage of the options market as well, meaning that we are making duality of profits in the stock market, in the options market, maximizing the opportunity. All right. So yes, we own the stock, but we are also getting prepared to run the option play on Google. Now let me remind you, the last time we ran the option play on Google, myself and the team, we ran this thing up 60 to 80%. Guys, it was cash windfalls for the whole team. And listen, we are looking to do it again. Take a look at the 6 month. All right. This is in catch-up mode, lagging the rest of the market. Think about all the other technology stocks, Nvidia, Amazon, Meta, Microsoft. All of these are very near all-time highs. The all-time high for this thing is well over $200. You can see this thing is nowhere near that. But right now it's catching flames, all right? And we want to ride that upwards. We do that over in the options market. So take a look. Again, let me introduce you guys to the Google options market, because you guys are going to get very familiar with this, because you're going to make heaps of cash on this one. Let's look at the June 20th options for context, guys. Again, we're going to look at the at the money call options, because we know the market's only going higher. Look at these $180 strike price call options going for $175. Okay, guys. Now a little bit more than the Mara, but still have the opportunity to deliver explosive potential. What do I mean by that, guys? I mean 200%, because this thing is going up to $200. Now, no, it's not going to get there in a straight line. Okay. Yes, there are going to be times where they send this lower. And yes, on those times, we're going to be ready to take advantage for when they shoot it back up. Okay, guys. And that is exactly what is taking place right now. So again, if you guys want to make the money in the markets, this is another name that you want to pay close attention to. Guys, let's move to the next one. We've got none other than Palantir. Now, guys, listen, this year we've been busy. We're getting real busy. Whether it's Uber, whether it's Hood, whether it's Google, guys, we're getting super busy. So this one hasn't really been a feature, but this one has got big potential behind it as we continue forward in the short term, all right, to drive price higher. So again, this is one that we are looking to take advantage of. Now, does that mean that we're entering in tomorrow? No, but it means soon it's going to be time. Soon it's going to be go time on this one. As a matter of fact, I'm looking for what they call a shock event. A shock event is an event in price which kind of displaces things, okay, causes a bit of a shake up. Then I know it's go time on this. All right, so when we get that shock event, just know we'll be ready to pick this one up and take this much higher. Let's move to the options market. Let me show you guys something. Take a look at these June 20th options. Take a look at the 135. You guys can see it's going for $460. The 136 going for $400. What do you guys notice? It's well more expensive than all the other options, right? Google's stock price is even higher, but the options on Google are half the price. Again, part of the game in the options market is understanding when the option is expensive, is in what we call surge price mode. These options are in surge price mode. So when we see a bit of a cool down, a movement back to normalization, that's when we know it's go time. But the key thing is that this doesn't slip off the radar, right? That's why I'm showing you guys now, because they're going to shoot this into the 140s and then they're going to shoot this into the 150s. So we want to be taking advantage of that. And what does that mean? It means on the stock market, they're going to deliver them 5% in return, but us over here in the options market, they're going to deliver us 100%, 200% in return. Let's move to the next one, guys. We've got none other than Nvidia. Now listen, when it came to 2023, Nvidia was the daddy of the market. When it came to 2024, still the same. But in 2025, they knocked this one off its peg and they forgot about it. But take a look at the 6 month. You guys can see this one is showing the market who remains the kingpin. All right, now they're going to continue higher. They're going to continue to push this higher into the 150s. As a matter of fact, they're going to send this thing to a new all-time high this year. All right, but we want to get prepared to take advantage of that. We want to get prepared to take advantage of the move for Nvidia to retain its number one spot in the market. All right, this remains the final boss of the market. And that being said, we do that in the options market. Let's take a look at some of these call options, guys. June 20th call options for Nvidia at the money. The 144 is going for around $300, just under 297. Okay, guys. So again, massive opportunity to double our money, to double up here in Nvidia. Okay, this one's going to continue to give action. And that being said, now's the time to ride that wave. Now's the time to ride that momentum. Guys, listen, markets are going to all-time highs very, very soon. Listen, that's only going to deliver a couple of cents in return in the stock market. But here over in the options market, we can take that intel, use that information, get into some of these explosive opportunities, ride these option call options up and deliver 100% and 200% in return. Listen, I'm excited. Hopefully you guys are excited as well as we get prepared to run up these plays very, very soon. Guys, listen, I can't wait. I know you can't as well. That's been the video for today, and I'll see all of you guys on the next one.